Welcome to the Late Night Ops Not Live Radio Hour Podcast number 29. Hey, I just noticed Late Night Ops TV is at its 420th tweet. Shout out to 420. You know, that's a good time. 420 is a good time to take a hit. At the time, 420. Because, I mean, hey, getting fucking high all day. Certain days. But 420 seems to be a good time to do it, really. But yeah, that's kind of the weekend ops. And the Monday ops puts up fucking lights, which I just literally did it about 25 fucking seconds ago. Because I actually forgot that I had them. And one of them's out. Well, yeah. I don't think these lights are super Christmassy like. So I think they will do. Shout out to this thing. It's been helping me a lot. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be. But you need a little brush. See? It comes in handy. I cleaned my hat off with it. Cleaned my desk with it. But yeah, shout out, So it's Martin Luther King Day. And I never thought of it this way. A lot of people, you know, some people will be like, hey, fuck. Alright, well, I'm racist, but I'm just gonna take today off. It's Martin Luther King Day. I bet a bunch of fucking racist people are like, hey, I don't like what that guy was saying, but I'm glad he got us a day off of work. Well, guess what? Y'all should go to fucking work. And actually, that's actually kind of what it's about. Doing your part and your way. What do they call it? They don't call it, it's not a day off. It's not like, hey, people were racist and this black guy a long time ago, he said, let's stop it. So let's just all take off work today. That's not what it's about. It's, they actually call it a National Day of Service. So it means servicing his message, basically. And how am I servicing his message? I don't know. You know, I've said, I try to. I just say what's in my heart, what I believe, you know. I don't think one person can really change that. It takes a whole group. But if one voice is like strong enough to get people to move for what's right, then that's great. Do I have that? I mean, obviously, I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, it's just weird for me to try to talk about Martin Luther King, because it's like, alright, this fucking privileged ass guy up here. I mean, I learned a lot about it, and just the fight that they would face, especially thinking like, I don't know, you get older and you're thinking, well, it can't be like that nowadays. It can't be like that. But then things like the Capitol being stormed by a bunch of people that, you know, wish fucking Auschwitz was still going on. And I mean, you just start to realize that, yeah. I mean, that's just one of the things, but it's just a big show of like, yeah. And I mean, right here in Columbus, there's been, just in the past couple months, 2 very high profile killings of black men. And a third one that just, I don't know, it didn't get as much attention, but there was a third one that happened about a week ago. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where this guy was like mentally ill, and they need like a cop that understands how to deal with stuff like that. And you know, not just in 5 seconds fucking shoot. You know what's funny? That movie I was talking about, Edge of a Wire or whatever, Behind the Wire. I noticed the robots. So there's this like standoff scene, right? Uh, where they're like a bunch of like, I don't know, foreigners or something over by a bus, and then all these like militia guys come in. So they're holding their guns, and then so one of the like refugees or whatever they're fucking called, militia guys or whatever, the normal people guys. So they throw he throws a rock at the robot and hits him in the head. Now look, I'm thinking that probably hurt the fucking robot. But did the robot get mad and do fucking 90 shots at this motherfucker? No. I mean, the robot shot him in his leg, and I'm just like, nice. Like, okay. Yeah, I know the leg's a little smaller. It's a little harder to aim for, but wouldn't it just be nice if you could call? I mean, look, like I said, it's maybe different for me. But, I think it'd be nice if a cop could aim better and be able to hit a leg. Because, I mean, once you get hit in the leg, I mean, you're kind of just going to stop moving. Because, I mean, your leg is pretty essential to that. I'm a big taser guy. I would believe in tasers if I was a policeman. But that's the thing. People say, oh, you know, sometimes a taser, sometimes you go, hey, don't do nothing. Well, it's got to do something. It's got to do fucking something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the ones that happened in Columbus, it's not even really a question of, well, yeah, if it wasn't that cop on that day, in whatever fucking mood he was in, then Andre Hill and Casey Goodson Jr., they would have saw Christmas. But no, uh, they didn't get to see Christmas because a cop went buck fucking wild, and that was their Christmas. That you know what their families got for Christmas from the police? Their family member killed. So, yeah, I mean, what can I do about that? I don't know. I'm talking about it. I mean, that's a start. But yeah, I mean, what can I do exactly? That's what I would like to. I would like to help with any way I can, and you know, now I'm just sounding like the fucking Chelsea Handler or something. Be like, I will be your ally. And somebody pointed this out already, but I watched that Chelsea Handler fucking special or whatever it was. And yeah, it was really weird because she's like in a crowd of black people saying like, how can I help? It's like, bitch, yeah, uh, you're basically making a special about that when it's really just helping your career. So shout out. Chelsea Handler's actually funny. That's the thing about her. She's actually pretty funny. She's she's kind of a, kind of a bitch. I mean, a little bit fucked up, but she is funny. It doesn't always take you to be a golden star person to be funny. So Chelsea Handler is funny, but yeah. So yeah, not happy MLK Day. I'd say, I don't know what you say. Martin Luther King Jr. And it's weird because you think about this stuff as being like so fucking long ago. they're sitting there talking to, on the world news, talking to his granddaughter. She's like 9 years old. So it really puts in perspective that this isn't ancient. This is something that happened not that long ago. And it's something that has been talked about and talked about and talked about. And then you got the 90s where they got really pissed off and made a bunch of music about it. And now it's kind of the same old story. Same old story. Gun violence, police brutality. Because this was a year before I was born. I believe 1992 was the Rodney King thing. And that was when video cameras were just starting. So think about all the fucking shit that they missed. And that's why you get to see this shit nowadays, because you get to see it right up close and personal with video cameras. Police are, you know, they can hit their little fucking body camera when they feel like, but that's why people have a right to fucking film the police, okay? And even if, as myself, I've been in situations where I wanted to film the police, and because you just don't feel safe. One time I was in Grove City. There were several incidents that happened in Grove City that I haven't really talked about, but one more, I haven't really told anybody. I haven't even said anything. Or maybe I told somebody once back in my drinking days, but I don't really talk about it. But one time I got pulled over for tags, which is probably my most common thing. Anyway, I got pulled over for tags, and yeah, two cops show up. They corner my car in. And this is something I didn't think about how fucked up it was until later on. They blocked my car in. They made me wait probably 30 to 40 minutes. Dexter. And I didn't feel safe. So I started filming them. Just to be safe. Because I don't know. They were acting weird. One time, they made me get out. Dexter, come here. Dexter, come here. One time they made me get out of the car. And yeah, I think sometimes I can act nervous. And I don't know how to deal with that. Cops have to be knowing that people are going to be kind of nervous. And then they think I'm up to something. It's like, guy, sure. What's the worst they're going to get me for? I don't know. Nothing really. But I just can't help but feel that nervousness. And that's called distrust with the police. If the police were how they're supposed to be, then I'd feel safe. But knowing that there's no one around, I'm in a dark fucking alley basically. And I'm completely under their control. It's not a good feeling, and I can only imagine that feeling being 10 times magnified if I was black. Not feeling safe. I mean, even as myself, I didn't feel safe. And then, alright, fuck it. Dexter, come here. Dexter, come here. Dexter, come here. Alright, so one time, in Grove City, Dexter. One time in Grove City, come here, buddy. Dexter. One time in Grove City, also, now this is my fault. The police were actually cool about it, really, after they got me. This is something I've never really talked about, but, okay. So, I was like, this is when I was drinking and stuff. Drinking days. So, I was fucking plastered. And I walked just straight out of the apartment. There's like a gas station, like not that far away. So I started walking towards the gas station, and uh, I go to walk out on the street. It's probably like 10:30 at night or so. Uh, and this story is more funny than anything, not really like, but it was like scary to think about what could have happened, and especially being white, I think it made a difference. So I would go to cross the street, and as I step a foot off, this like regular, like a normal car goes past, and I was all fucked up, and I didn't really know, and I was just being a cocky ass. So the car goes by, they yell something at me, and then I was just all fucked up, like yelling stuff back at them. Uh, so yeah, I was yelling stuff back at them, and then I get to the gas station, get my stuff, and then I start walking back out. So once I get out, I start walking back towards the apartment. I get on the street, and you're fucked up. You got your stupid mind going. Alcohol is not a great thing for your mind, and so I was walking with my bag, and I noticed a police car slowly creeping up. So I fucking booked it. I fucking booked it, and let me tell you, they are good at fucking finding you. Okay, so I fucking ripped my pants, I jumped fences, I fucking hid behind shit. I hid behind a fence, and I could see their flashlight, and then I could tell they saw me, so I fucking took off, running everywhere. It felt like forever. Because I know I didn't do anything wrong. That's why I was just like, I just need to get away. If I didn't do nothing wrong, they were basically just coming to check. Because, they say a fucked up drunk guy's on the street, they're going to go check it out. So I can really take responsibility for it. But anyway, yeah, like, I booked it once I seen them. They kept looking for me for probably 20 minutes. And this is the scary part, where this is the real difference between if I was black or white, okay? This is where I could have been dead if I was a black guy. So they all catch me, they corner me in, and it's like 4 cops come out, and they literally had their guns drawn on me, okay? They had their guns drawn on me, 4 police guns drawn on me. And I get it, that's what a cop does, they point their gun. But I was very fucking scared, so I did exactly what they said. I laid on the fucking ground. And then here's where it all got better. They could basically tell I was just fucked up. And they kind of like talking about like, well, do you think he stole the stuff from there? And they're like, well, no, we didn't get any reports of that. I heard them talking to each other and stuff. So once they figured out the situation, I kind of laughed with them about it. And then they just told me to, go home. So I can do all that and not get shot. But a guy coming out of his garage, giving his children, or his like kids or something, Christmas money, that guy gets shot and killed. So, do I think privilege like that is real? Oh yeah. I definitely do. Because I think that would have went a lot different if I didn't look the way I look. I think that all would have went a lot different. And I don't think I thought about that for a long time. I don't think I realized what could have happened to me. And how lucky I was, really, just to be a white guy. And yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big example. And like, it's just like life experiences like that that make you really see that I do have advantages. And yeah, that doesn't mean you gotta be feeling guilty about it. Like, they want you to feel guilty for being white. Like, okay, we're all allowed to like our people. That's just how it is. But who would I be? Look, I've been listening. I remember someone going through my iPod in like middle school, and they'd be like, "Hey," or "There's not one fucking white guy on your whole fucking iPod." And you know, later when I got older, I discovered a lot of different types of music. But to this day, and growing up, who would I be to enjoy all the hip hop and R&B and all that, but not say anything about police brutality and Black lives being important? I mean, I feel like I'm fucking Iggy Azalea or something. I don't want to talk about and like profit off fucking black culture when I'm not doing nothing, you know? So it's like, if you're gonna listen to hip hop and fucking, I don't know, just enjoying the culture, but not doing anything to help. Just like picking pieces out you want or think are good. So yeah, I would want to be kind of like practicing what I preach, basically. And you know, I want to make change where I can, and you know, when certain timings of things and what's going on, I would like to do more to help out. But at this stage of my life, I feel like the best thing I could do is just basically voice my opinion about it. And just be a voice of saying, hey, police right here in Columbus, or right over there in Columbus, shooting fucking people, it's not okay. And if I was black, I could be fucking dead. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? So it is crazy to think about. So for Martin Luther King Day, you know, I guess just think about ways that you can make the world more together, make more peace and more love for everybody, because hey, that's what the world really needs. Alright, so hey, update on Patrick Mahomes here. Hey, Patrick Mahomes is a perfect example. He's a little black, he's a little white, he's a little, I don't know, might be something else mixed in there. He's a little bit of what I guess they say the future of humans will look like. Anyway, we're all gonna be fucking brown, like Coco, or like light skin. We're gonna be a light skin fucking world. I think that might take a couple 100 years maybe, but that's what they say. They say everybody will eventually be one color, and that's because we're all just mixing up. You know, it's like a fucking bucket of paint. You mix it all in, and then we're all one color. And maybe that would make things a lot easier in the world. If everybody was just one color, like, alright, so we fucking hate these people, they hate these people, these guys hate them, we hate them, we hate them, they hate them. It's like, alright, well, what if we're all just one color? And then I think that would probably solve the issue. But then there'd be like racism against like, oh, this guy has a fucking eye 3/4 over there, so we hate them, or I don't know. They would come up with something to divide the people again. whether it's race, whether it's religion, people just want to be in their own little groups, it seems. And it shouldn't be like that. We should all be kind of just together as a world. Because, you know, we are one world. And you know what? I don't want aliens to fucking do nothing crazy, but let me tell you. If aliens did show up, that would be the moment humanity comes together. Because we'll be like, guys, look. We're all mad because we got different fucking colors. Alright, these guys are a different fucking species. And let me tell you, they're 10 times fucking smarter. So that would probably be the only way we would really, truly come together. And speaking of coming together, the big inauguration is tomorrow. Or Wednesday. The big inauguration, and Garth Brooks is going to be doing the event. Garth Brooks, Lady Gaga, and J-Lo. Now, hey, this is pretty fucking awesome. I really like Gaga. I like some of the J-Lo, but J-Lo is fucking very, very good looking. Which is kind of like saying like, oh hey, did you know Beyonce's hot? Like, yeah, we fucking know. But I would think Lady Gaga is actually better looking than Beyonce, more talented too. Lady Gaga is, as I say, a fucking queen basically. So Garth Brooks, you know, that's what we need. We need to get a country guy in there. Because, you know, all these fucking people that were, like, mad about it, you know, they might find some common ground with Garth Brooks. They'd be like, alright, so we don't like Joe Biden, but goddamn, we like it. We like Garth Brooks. And I think Garth Brooks is pretty fucking awesome, really. He's a good guy. And here's the thing about him. Almost his whole thing is almost like I wouldn't say a gimmick. Well, yeah, kind of like a gimmick, really. Because he has a thing called, like, Chris Gaines. That was, like, his other fucking, his, like, emo side. This is, like, and, you know, somebody that would transcend country and, like, bringing people together. Now, can we get... So we got Garth, Gaga. I put G-Lo because it's all the G's. We got the 3 G's. So yeah, I mean, maybe they might want to get like a rapper in there for the inauguration. And yeah, I mean, I think this is cool that the world can actually watch a real president get inaugurated. And yeah, I mean, it's about time. I mean, holy fuck. Got a real president coming up. We're going to be taken care of. You know, hey, he's talking about sending $1,400 out. And like I said, I'm fucking down as fuck for that, sure. But the thing that really caught my eye was him saying $15 an hour minimum wage. That would change everything. If federal minimum wage is $15 an hour, you can keep, I mean, give it to you can keep the fucking 1,400. That's, I mean, obviously I still want it, but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do 15 an hour, I mean, fuck, that's like absolutely life-changing. And let me tell you, it gives a lot of people motivation to actually fucking believe in a job. Because you're looking at a guy right here that don't believe in fucking any of these regular jobs. I mean, you're working dead. You might as well just fucking slit your wrist in the fucking break room. Because there's no hope, you know? You work for $10 an hour. In some cases, $7. 25, I think, is actually the federal minimum right now. But most jobs I don't think do that right now. Pretty much every job I've seen is like $9, $10 an hour. And sure, it's my fault a little bit for not, you know, climbing up that fucking ladder. But I mean, you need fucking passion and power to fucking do that, and I don't have any desire to go to school for something that I fucking don't even want to do. Why would you waste more time doing something you don't want to do? It's like I worked at the Marriott, and that was definitely my favorite normal job ever. I fucking loved it. But here's the thing. It's just like a chapter turning, like, call it the seasons of life. I did 5 seasons on the Marriott show, and, it got canceled. It was time for me to move on. Sure, I love that job, but if it's not one thing, it's the next. I would be there thinking like, all right, well, what am I going to do? This the rest of my fucking life? And there's just nowhere to go up there. People say, see, I'm more in the lane of thinking, I want to start my own fucking hotel. But that's the thing. I don't know how. I don't really know how. But that would be something I'd want to think about doing. Yeah, I don't want to work for a fucking Marriott. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be owned by any company at all. Unless it's a place where I'm doing what I want and not being limited. As long as it's the exact field I want, because look, I mean, general managers of hotels, they make quite a bit of money, but it's stressful, very stressful. I remember one night we had a new GM. They called it AYS, at your service. You go back in the office there, the AYS, and the new general manager was there, and I remember him like basically being in tears, saying like something about some lady fucking tore him apart because she didn't get fucking something in her room or something. And it's just like, all right, well, I believe in hospitality, but I don't know if I want that to be my fucking life's work. Okay. Oh, what was Aaron? Oh, he was really fucking polite, and he made 100,000 a year. I mean, can you be a general manager and still fucking make a TV show? Maybe so. But I just see it as like almost the same level of like a cop making TikTok videos or something. It's like, guy, pick a fucking lane, okay? Pick a lane. And I picked the lane that I actually want to go with, which would be something TV related. Because, I mean, hey, 2020 was tough on everybody in the whole world, but it was definitely a year of a lot of fucking mental realizations and being like, wow, life is very fucking precious, and every day, that Drake lyric where he's like, hop about the bed like I'm possessed. I like that because it just like, I just picture him like being so excited that he's fucking like alive, living his dream, that he just pops out the bed like he's possessed. Like, I'm awake. That's what I picture. So I like that lyric. And yeah, I mean, I don't care what it ever cost. I just think that, I mean, yeah, that's another thing where privilege is kind of a thing. I'm pretty lucky in my situation. It has its ups and downs. I sort of got to babysit adults, but yeah, I mean, overall, I'm pretty fucking lucky and pretty thankful, and all that little shit, I mean, it really means nothing because I get to live in a fucking big house where I can do this. And look, call the privileged police because I fucking am very privileged and lucky. And just like anything in life, you just gotta be appreciative because you could look at me in the same situation a couple years ago. The same situation. And it's like I'm night and day, a different person. I was looking at it all negative. Oh, shit. I'm 26. I'm 27. I'm 28 next year. Which is weird to think about. But just being in that place where you're like, shit. I am getting older and I'm living at my parents'. And then just getting drunk and high and then just forgetting about what I wanted to actually do. And that's the thing, if I would have just realized that way sooner, then I could be a lot further along in my progress on doing shit like this. But hey, as they say, better late than never, right? And I stopped looking at 27 as feeling like, you know that thing where they're like, oh no, I'm about to be 30. Uh-oh. Well, I kind of feel that, but it's also just like, well, fuck. I am relatively... Imagine a guy who's like 43. He'd probably be thinking, I am young as fuck, and I got the whole world ahead of me. So it's really just your own mental state. Because a guy could be fucking 85 and looking at that 43-year-old, that same guy, and being like, damn, he's got the whole world in front of him. It's still not too late. And it's ridiculous for me to think that I'm too old to start doing something that I want to do. I don't care if you're fucking 75. If you just realize shit, then go for it. But just like, fuck. I mean, hey. 2021, I already feel like I'm living in the fucking future. So every day is just kind of like amazing surprise. Like, whoa. Here we are. 2021. And maybe I had to wait to get my fucking 2020 vision. Because that's what 2020 was kind of about. Realizing important things. I feel like it was that for a lot of people, probably. Because if I think I had it tough in 2020, poof, I was fucking pampered. You might as well say. Because there's people literally starving, people getting evicted, and yeah, I mean, so don't ever think that I don't appreciate things. And I mean, I appreciate it more than anything. And I appreciate life so much, and that's why it pains me so much to see obviously not just like, police killing black people, but police killing anybody. But anybody killing anybody. It's sad to see, because it's like, if this guy would have just not, then everything would be fine. And I think people in the inner cities have to think about that. It's like, well, you can't be going to go kill some guy over whatever street shit, and then get upset when a police officer kills a guy. Sure, they're both unjust, but they both could have been prevented. And I think aggravation and stress is at an all-time high for people. Because, I mean, you're sitting there telling the world to stay in. The only job in the whole fucking world is a grocery store. And it's just kind of got people on edge. But that's the thing. We're opting into a brighter day, really. And I think January 20th, or a Wednesday, I think it's a day where all the fucking hateful, racist people can, you know, go back into their fucking holes, and we can forget that we're even existing. 'Cause that's kind of how it was before all this, and you know, you got one guy saying stuff, and then it just kind of brings these people out the fucking woodwork. Well, go hide back in your fucking wherever you're at, okay? Because we're the world, we're America, we love every race, we love every kind of people, okay? And that's just how it is. And if you don't agree with that, then I would say you're not American. But who am I to say? I'm not the fucking the gatekeeper on who's an American. But it's so funny how two different sides can claim the same love for the same thing, but yet have two totally different hearts. And yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is always just going with your heart. Shout out to your heart. Yeah. Hey, so there's a big list that Trump might pardon, and they're saying Lil Wayne might get pardoned, which I didn't even know he was in trouble. But look, if his last thing he's trying to do is like pardon Lil Wayne, then then it would just be the funny ending to the most funny fucking presidency ever. But I mean, it is a right thing to do. All the rappers like that, they talk about like fucking Bobby Shmurda and shit, which Bobby Shmurda, you gotta have more hits, so hopefully when you get out or whatever's going on, you can make another song, because you had one song. So really, going to jail was your most relevant point, but that song was really big. I think it's funny that Lil Wayne is a Packers fan. Lil Packers. I don't know why I think it's funny. I just can't picture Lil Wayne as a fucking Packers fan. I thought he would be a Saints fan. And shout out to the Saints. I didn't realize that was going to be Drew Brees' last game. And they show on the news them after the game, Brady and Brees, like, Tom Brady threw a pass to fucking Drew Brees' daughter. And, like, it's just a real nice moment. So yeah, Drew Brees, definitely one of the biggest legends of my football viewing time in life. So there he goes. And I can't help but root for Tom Brady. I mean, people say it all the time. There's no denying Tom Brady. I mean, he's cool, he's good looking, he's fucking good, he's a legend, he's a Hall of Famer. And I've never heard more men confess a fucking man crush than when they're talking about Tom Brady. Now, I wouldn't take it that far, but I definitely see what they're saying. Tom Brady is a pretty fucking cool guy. He's almost like the Tom Cruise of the NFL. Tom Brady's the Tom Cruise of the NFL. Everybody likes him. He's the guy that's so good and so cool that nobody can even hate him. Because normally when you're that good, people be hating on you. But I've never heard people talk shit about Tom Brady. He's the unequivocal, undeniably, just like an all-around great Hall of Famer, greatest of all time, cool guy. He's in the cool guy club. For sure. And, it's pretty crazy for him to take them to the, I guess it'd be, the NFC Championship. Already. So just to solidify Tom Brady's place in history even more so, this guy might go win or maybe compete in a Super Bowl with a different team, which will pretty much just solidify the fact that this guy is the greatest of all time. And that's something that I think people my generation don't even realize. Like, sure, certain people got to see the greats of like the Cowboys, the Steelers, certain eras in football. But I think we got to witness the biggest era of a team just dominating in the whole history of the league. See, my thing with the Patriots was I just wanted to be something shaken up. I just want shit to be shaken up. That's what I like about the NFL. Things are always moving around. Different things are going on. Different teams get good. And it's always a different playoff picture. And that was my only thing with the Patriots. I'm just like, fuck. So, who's in the Super Bowl this year? The Patriots, and who's it going to be? But yeah, here we are in the era of the Super Bowl getting mixed up a little bit. I'll be just as happy for the Chiefs if they win, but I think I'm gonna go Bills, rocking the Bills. I'm gonna root for the Bills for the Super Bowl. And, it's going to be a pretty big game to beat Kansas City. Because, like I said, I still think Kansas City is probably the best team there is right now. So, Tampa Bay Packers. I don't know. It's pretty even, really. I'd probably pick... I don't know. I don't really have a preference. I'm rooting for the Packers in that way too, but I'm also rooting for Tom Brady. And same with the... I'm pretty spread out on picking who I want to be the Super Bowl champ. Because I really wouldn't mind any of them if they won. I think the Bills Buccaneers would be the most like out of fucking left field and be probably the most exciting. But I'd really be happy for any of them. So shout out Lil Wayne. I hope you get pardoned. And let's make Packers, if you want to make Lil Wayne happy, go fucking win. And once again, I don't get why Lil Wayne likes the Packers. He should like the Saints, but that's the thing. Nobody can like tell you what to fucking like. But I just don't picture Lil Wayne like in the Packers. That's all I'm saying. And I guess he picked right, because the Packers are still in it. Because I remember, in that fucking far distant memory, Wiz Khalifa, who the fuck cares about nowadays? Wiz Khalifa comes out with Black and Yellow, and then Lil Wayne, he came out as a Packers fan with his remix called Green and Yellow. I don't know why, I just thought it was funny. But yeah, Lil Wayne, he might have a good fucking 2021. He might get pardoned, and he might get the Packers to fucking win a Super Bowl. So shout out, hey, this is funny as fuck. They literally got fucking moving trucks at the fucking White House, and this fucking clown is gonna have a red carpet rolled out for him in a 21 gun salute. Cause it's all peachy, right? Just the greatest fucking president ever. 21 gun salute, we honor you, Mr. Trump, okay? It's almost like playing a fucking, I don't know. Let's just play dressed up for the motherfucker and get him out of here, okay? Let's just do his final thing, let him have his fucking 21 gun salute. And then after that, he can go deal with the impeachment number 2. So, does a guy that got impeached twice and pretty much turned America into a fucking post-apocalyptic fucking place deserve a 21 gun salute? No. What does it... And let's just see exactly what exactly that exactly means. 21 gun salute is the most commonly recognized of the customary gun salutes that are performed at the firing of cannons, artillery, as a military honor. As naval customs evolve, 21 guns can be fired for the heads of state and exceptional circumstances for heads of government, with the numbers decreasing with the rank of the recipient of honor. So, yeah. And I don't know if other people have done that. Okay, well, it seems like that happens for maybe all the presidents. Alright, well, whatever the circumstance, roll out the red carpet, get the fake clown man with his orange skin and fucking blonde fake hair, and get it, you know, he hates foreigners, but his wife is pretty fucking foreign. Yeah, I mean, just a symbol of fake everything, fake love. I mean, do you really think Melania would be with this fucking fat piece of shit otherwise? And yeah, Melania pretty much, I mean, she's just a fucking foreigner who's like, hey, I got this fat fucking rich guy. I'm doing pretty good. So as far as just like scheming, Melania, you did great. But as far as like being like true to yourself and finding a real husband, not so much. Because yeah, I mean, you just know that their marriage is like about nothing. They don't, I can't even picture them really even caring about each other. And yeah, I mean, it's just pretty obvious, okay? Melania Trump, what a fucking joke. I just can't wait till all this is over. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just such a fucking, it's funny, but it's also like, what the fuck? I do not give a fuck about Christmas, or whatever she said. She literally said something like that. She said like, fuck Christmas. Bitch, fuck you, okay? So fuck you, Melania, fuck you, Trump, and we'll do your little, you know, we'll play the role, make you feel a little better. We don't want Trump to be, I don't want Trump to be like wanting to die or something, which, you know, he's too dumb to even like, even feel shame. So I don't think he feels any shame. But hopefully, you know, he can sit in his fucking rocker and think about what he done to this world. And maybe it was a little better when he was just fucking firing people on The Apprentice. Because it's like a little game. He gets to fake fire people. You know, you got to treat him like a baby, basically. So shout out to the baby in chief. One more day. Get your fucking UPS or U-Haul truck lined up. Get your shit out. And shout out to being one of the only presidents without a pet. How many presidents did it have? That might seem like a little thing, but it's just like Trump's the first president in 100 years not to have a dog. And that just shows a lot about a person, I think. It defines a lot about his era. So yeah, 21 gun salute, Mr. fucking Trump. We salute you, buddy. We salute you, okay? Get on fucking Air Force One and, you know, get the fuck out of here, okay? Get the fuck out of here. So brighter days are ahead. And yeah, I mean, maybe we can get our respect back in the world, hopefully, maybe. But, you know, respect is one of those things where it takes time to earn it. So we're going to have to get America's integrity back. And just get back to being the real loving, taking care of the people all around the world, America, that we should be having. Because, I mean, yeah, you all just wait, you know. It's all divided now. But when, you know, a fucking alien fucking shows up, the whole world is going to be like, alright, so you guys might be a different color, but these aliens, they're a different fucking everything. They breathe fucking dust, and they eat fucking plastic. Hey, that would be a great thing. Hey, if any alien is seeing this, okay? If there's an alien watching, if you fucking come, you somehow pick me up on your equipment or whatever, aliens, I gotta shout out. Hey, if there's an alien out there that eats plastic, we could use you down here on Earth. Just, you know, if you want to come down, we got plenty of plastic to eat. Lots of trash. I seen a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there an alternative to plastic? Well, it sounds like by 2025, there is going to be something new that can phase out plastic. And that'll be a huge thing. Because, I mean, see, plastic, wood, plastic. I don't know. Everything's fucking plastic. Everything's fucking plastic. So, aliens, if you're hungry and you eat plastic, come on down, okay? And yeah, it's a fucking weird world. We're just happy to fucking be here, really. So yeah. It'll be nice to see the inauguration thing. And I'm kind of excited about it. It sounds fun. I just hope that they're wrong about the potential for disruptions and violence tomorrow or Wednesday. I just hope it can be just a peaceful day. You know, Garth Brooks sings on the fucking guitar, and everybody in America's like, hey, we shall be free, okay? That's the thing about Garth. He's got a good heart, and he's got some fucking killer songs, okay? Garth Brooks, shout out. One of the greatest. I would say, if I had to pick a top 3 country people, it'd be Garth, Toby, and maybe Alan Jackson, honestly. Yeah, those were probably my top three, and all three of them are country music legends. So, and yeah, shout out to Gaga, Lady Gaga. You know, you're gonna be a nice thing to see and hear, and just a nice, like, peaceful, calming feel. I think I think she could help bring the fucking world together. Cause I don't know, she's so peaceful, and like her energy is just so calming, and she's fucking about as talented as you can fucking get. So, and yeah, I'm all up on arms over Gaga and Garth, but I'm kind of forgetting about J Lo. I know the least amount of J Lo songs, uh, but I do know that J Lo is talented, uh, and yeah, she's really pretty. But I mean, I respect J Lo. I don't know a shit ton of her music. I know a lot of Garth and a lot of Gaga. Probably the most Gaga though, honestly. But yeah. And Patrick Mahomes, so, you know, we're sorry about yesterday. I mean, I don't want to say this without it seeming like, but the way, I mean, it's hard to say it. Like, obviously I want him to be okay and stuff, but just the way it happened when he went down, it was a little bit funny, okay? Just a little bit funny, a little bit. Because you see this fucking champion, like the greatest guy to come out right now, like it's fucking Patrick Mahomes. And then you just see him fucking like his eyes fucking boom, boom, like fucking stars are going around it. And then he literally gets up like so I mean it was a little bit funny, but obviously I want him to be okay and yeah. Maybe it's for the better that the Browns didn't win, because then all people would be doing is saying, hey, they just slid by because Patrick Mahomes wasn't in there. So I want to win it and really fucking win it, okay? I want to actually win it, okay? And that's the thing about the NFL. It's not like fucking Ohio State where, you know, 1-2 seasons and see ya. They can actually build a team. They got their guy, Baker, now. Kevin Stefanski, I guess, is going to be the coach of the year. And yeah, that's the thing about the NFL. It's like building up. You're building up, okay? They'll be around a while. You just got to not suck, okay? So, got to draft well and come back in next season and shit. It might really be the Browns' time. Browns' time, okay? Might just be the Browns' time. I mean, begging for somebody like Baker, and we finally got our guy, Baker Mayfield. He's fucking awesome as you can get, really. So shout out to Baker, and I like that he puts the whole team on his back. He takes responsibility. And he's just a real leader. And I think all of his teammates love him and they respect him, and that's why it works. So shout out, and Lil Wayne, I hope you get pardoned. And, you know, Lil Wayne, I'm sorry that you don't really go for the Saints, but you missed a good era of the Saints, okay? And Drew Brees is gone, so. Well, it sounds like he's gone for good. But yeah, Lil Wayne's gonna be saying "Go Pack, go." Call him Lil Pack. Patrick Mahomes is questionable for Sunday, but hope he's all right. Shout out to Garth. Shout out to Gaga. Shout out to J Lo. Shout out to one inauguration day. Shout out to rolling out the fucking red carpet and 21 gun salute one day, and then the next an impeachment trial. So it's kind of beautiful. Obviously, shout out to yeah, MLK Day, and let's all try to be, I don't know, use it as a day to just say, hey, look, okay, the same shit has been going on for this long, and now a bunch of fucking racists are storming the fucking Capitol, okay? So let's just put all this behind. Let's roll out the fucking red carpet for this bitch, Trump, and let's just send him on his fucking merry way, okay? And we can all get out of this all right, okay? Yeah. I mean, he'll be a big shit stain on our history, but shout out. All right, well, this is Late Night Ops TV. Late Night Ops Pod number 29. The new Late Night Ops media page is up. I started that over the weekend. And I'm really not doing nothing with it. I'm just kind of like claiming my fucking, kind of just claiming my, what do you call it? Like names, basically. I'm just claiming stuff because I don't want to figure out in a year from now that somebody already has a Late Night Ops media or something like that. So I'm trying to get in the ground early, hit the ground running, and that's what we're gonna do. Inauguration day, hit the ground running. So yeah. All right. Well, this is Late Night Ops TV. Shout out to a Monday. Shout out. I think they're saying tomorrow is gonna be Tuesday. So that's the plan. All right. This is Late Night Ops TV, and I'll see you tomorrow.